I've been at the Accelerator now for about 4 days, and it is really intensive. I kind of said that last time in my last video that I was just really tired. Actually, I felt really off that day. I filmed that video and I just felt off. I felt spacey and just like in a dream state and almost kind of stoned or something, and just not good. Kind of nervous, a little anxious, and I mean, I still don't feel great, but I feel good enough to, go to meetings and like make connections and like form partnerships and all the stuff that I have to do being a CEO of a company. But, manage my team, keep up with everything, make sure everything's going smoothly. But I'm going to have to say I don't feel, I feel off kilter, and I don't really feel like wonderful. So that's fine, I guess. I just have to kind of accept that that's where I'm at right now. But I did today, we kind of have a kind of a day off from the Accelerator, and I, met with a potential new partner here of like a really cool organization. And then I did like a focus group, and then really strangely enough, I took a lift back from the focus group back to my apartment, and the guy I was sitting next to just happens to know and work right across from one of the guys that is like coming over later with some of my other friends for us all to make dinner together. Like, how strange and bizarre is that? And the reason I found that out is because he asked me what I'm doing up here, and I told him like this, I'm doing Nectar, and explain what it is. And then he's like, oh, that's really cool. I'm actually did a nonprofit, and he told me about what that was, and it sounded amazing. So I'm like, here, let me give you my card, and make sure to follow up with me because I'd love to like keep in touch and learn more about that. So he added me on LinkedIn and saw our mutual friends, and our mutual friends was one of my friends that I've known for like a really long time. So talk about a crazy small world, but for a big, San Francisco is a big city, but I guess it's condensed, but it is a small world. So it was a little bit mind-blowing, but it's fine. But in general, the Accelerator is going really well, and yesterday we had an opportunity to get majorly grilled for our pitch, and we get to pitch actually on camera on Saturday. So I was, a couple of the people that I saw were definitely getting grilled. I was like, okay, well, yay, I guess, I'll put myself out there and happily get grilled, learn how to do my pitch better. But when I did my pitch, he was like, that was like the best pitch right out the door that we've ever had. So that's awesome. But all the other stuff that I said was not quite perfectly spelled out the way I needed to talk to investors. So I'm really learning how to do like the non-fluff talk, or what he calls executive talk. And that's hard for me because I'm a visionary and I think big, and if I didn't, how would have I created Nectar? You have to think big and be a visionary to be a CEO of a company like this, especially one that really aims to help change the world. But when I talk to investors, I have to talk with more metrics, more stats, and that is something that I'm kind of struggling with. So, I'll figure it out. I think like I really enjoy presenting about Nectar, but when I present, I get to give the visionary picture. I get to list the problems that I can completely 100% relate with, and then our solution, which is almost like a given in my opinion, but I don't know what, now we get to do it and solve the problem, but I can totally relate. So I'm one of the millennials, and I've been there, done that, and I don't like it, and I want to change it and do something different. So I can like voice and like touch on all those things. But with investors, they don't really care about all of that. The idea is important, but it's not what they'll invest in. Like I keep hearing they'll invest in the team and they'll invest in traction. So what we're really, really working on right now is traction. And we're tapping into some local colleges in the San Diego market to kind of get them on board and then move and they're like our pet pilot projects, and then move from those onto other campuses in other cities and really kind of get that whole thing viral. Because we can really, really help the students with, you know, what we're doing with Nectar. And we can also help millennials in general. So I'm really excited about that. And I keep meeting people. Just whenever I go out and talk to people, I make connections with people. They always have something else that they're doing, or some other thing that they're an expert on, or another connection. It's literally, okay, maybe it seems like it's still about 3 degrees of separation. I thought San Francisco would be more like 6 degrees of separation, because, and I'd be like a guppy in a pool of sharks. And in San Diego, like I always say this, so it's repetitive, but I always say I'm more of like a dolphin in a pool of sharks. But I find that it's still about the 3 degree of separation rule too here. So that's pretty cool. I mean, maybe I can make some like really awesome partnerships when I'm up here, and we can just really work on our distribution and going big. So it's cool. But like I was saying before, like things are going really well. I mean, in the larger scheme of things are going pretty damn good. I have an awesome team. I love them to death. They're amazing. Nectar is like becoming a reality. It already is a reality. It's in the App Store. People are downloading it. They're using it. They're starting to go on dates. It's like this whole vision is becoming something like a tangible product that people are actually starting to use. That right there means that things are pretty damn good. But on top of that, there's a lot of other things that are really awesome, like being part of this cool accelerator, being up in San Francisco, like back in my old stomping grounds, you know, reconnecting with people I haven't spoken to in a long time, and facilitating or just making new connections and having a lot of things laid out and doing things right that I realized a lot of other people hadn't even done to even get to. So like things are going well. So then why do I feel like overwhelmed, stressed out, and kind of like really off? Well, I think I just have to accept myself and accept that like I said before, this is where I'm at. And, you know, a lot of people talk to me and they're like, you know, I couldn't even do what you're doing. It's just like, it's a lot on your plate. But like, I can deal with a lot on my plate. And I feel like but for some reason, it's just like, I guess my brain is going in overtime. So my wheels are turning a lot. There's so much to do. Some things I don't really want to do, like find tons more metrics for my business plan. And I mean, like I said, I'm the visionary. I like to talk big, think big, and like crunching it down into numbers is not my strong suit. But right now we're bootstrapping it, so I can't really afford to pay somebody to do it for me. I have to suck it up and do it myself. But yeah, it's okay. I mean, it is what it is. But I mean, honestly, yeah, I definitely feel the city, it's like I used to be really independent when I was here and just walk all over the city, and now I feel kind of like, I don't know, it's just, it's like a whole, I guess I've sort of conquered San Diego in a way. I mean, not actually, but I feel like I know how to get around there. I feel comfortable walking all over there, but here, it's like intimidating to me. And when I'm not at the accelerator, you know, using my brain on level 1,000,000, I just want to like be a recluse and just be in my bed and do my work and, you know, watch a show here and there and read and just, but I can't really do that. Like, I need to be out there and talking to people, and I kind of just need to get over myself. I need to get over the fear of like the big world. And I guess I want to do it all. I maybe can't do it all, but I want to at least try. And I'm only up here for like 4 more weeks, so, or maybe 5 more weeks or something. So, and I can't be around people all the time holding my hand through this. Like, being an entrepreneur, nobody holds your hand, you do it yourself. And I've been able to do all this myself leading up to this, but I kind of wish somebody was holding my hand up here in San Francisco as like a comfort blanket, and there isn't anybody. So like I said, I just have to suck it up and get over myself and embrace it and own it. And I'm trying to figure out the best way to do that. And that's a lot, but it's worth it. So hustling, like I said, is my middle name. Just have to figure it out and do it. But hey, it's all for the greater good.